Welcome to the monthly shelf download. Your high-value intel on the book world delivered once a month. I'm Tamara, and I'm breaking down the headlines you need to know, the book adaptations everyone is watching, and exactly what's on my currently reading shelf right now. From the industry-shifting legal battles to the buzziest new romantasy and thriller releases, I'm doing the research so you don't have to. If you're a book lover who wants the ultimate download, grab your headphones. It's time for the briefing. Don't forget, you can access the ad-free video version of this episode as a supporter over on Patreon and Spotify. Please like and share this with your bookish friends so others can find the podcast. Let's get to it. We're going to start with an industry deep dive. We have to talk about the legal drama that is rocking the publishing world. You might remember back in 23 when a group of authors sued Google over their AI Gemini. While it just got a lot bigger, Hachette and Engage are now asking to join the class action suit. They are alleging that Google used millions of books without permission to train Gemini, and now Gemini is producing what they call inferior knockoffs. One claim in the court documents really stood out to me. They say that Gemini can generate a 100-page murder mystery in 20 minutes for a mere 39 cents. 39 cents, y'all. Can you believe that? I think that is ludicrous. Who wants to read a 100-page murder mystery written by AI? What is Google trying to do exactly? Are they trying to sell these 100-page AI books? Are they actually trying to steal market share from the publishers and the authors? It's definitely feeling like they're trying to inch their way that way, doesn't it? Honestly, I don't love the idea that they're scraping the internet without permission from the authors and the publishers to train their AI, but I've seen it real time. They use AI actually over on Amazon. Have you guys seen that you can get a recap of series on Amazon now? If you have a Kindle, you can go to a series and request a recap that is AI generated. So AI has read the book and it can spit out to you what the recap is. So who knows what version of AI Amazon is using to do that? It might be Gemini. It might be Gemini's platform. It may be ChatGPT, but they all kind of fall in this arena where they're really just taking content and using it to their will. Now, I don't support that. I think it's the wrong way to go, honestly. I think when you start taking from others' intellectual property and creating not only summaries and things like that, but you're creating new content, new books using others' content, it's really it's not original at all, and that is copyright infringement. And not to mention that when we read these quote unquote AI mysteries, it's going to feel like it's missing a component. It's missing the human touch. It's missing someone's experiences, love for or passion for the writing. It's the love of the story. It's all going to be missing, and we're going to feel like we've read it before. We've read it before because we have. Google used it to make something new, and it's familiar. So I hope they win the lawsuit. I think this is not good, and this is going to be a monumental lawsuit because if Google wins, that's pretty much, the end of it. The authors and the publicists don't have a leg to stand on, or the publishers, excuse me. If the authors and the publishers win, then these AI platforms are going to have to check themselves with what they are using to generate their new content. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I'm really invested to see how this one turns out. It's going to mean a lot to the community. Us book lovers, we don't want to read AI. We don't. And I think us talking about this topic and sharing about this and making sure people are aware is going to go hopefully a long way in helping them win their lawsuit against Google's AI. So we'll see. Next, let's talk about what's moving from the page to the screen. And I'm going to share something I'm kind of surprised that I really liked. We're going to talk about Rachel Reed's heated rivalry. Everyone is watching this right now. Everyone is talking about this right now on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, everywhere. Book readers and non-book readers are talking about this. It hit HBO last November, and this page to screen effect is massive. Book sales are up 600%. Y'all, 600% people watch this show and they're like, oh, I've got to read the whole series. Now, I'm not into hockey. If you're new here, I'm not into hockey. If you're not, then you already know this. I don't get the rules. I don't follow the teams. I don't know the players. But this show, I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. The chemistry between Ilya and Shane is just undeniable. It's really captivating to watch. At first, I kind of didn't know how I felt about the huge time jumps to kind of express like how this relationship kind of evolves over the course of years, literally years. But once I settled into the pacing of the show, it was fine. And we got to meet a few other characters and see another relationship. It was kind of interesting to me. I was definitely hooked. I binged it in 2 sittings. The book fans love it. The watchers love it. But I have a confession to make. I actually have watched the show first. I will not be going back to read the book. I have a very strict rule for myself. I cannot watch the adaptation and then read the book. If I do not read the book first, it's over. Every time I try to reverse the order, it never goes well. The theater of the mind is already gone because I have the actors' faces in my head. And so for Heated Rivalry, I am sticking to the screen version only, which I thoroughly enjoyed again, surprisingly, but I did. Hockey or no hockey, it was worth watching. Now, on the flip side, we have the Netflix adaptation of His and Hers by Alex Feeney and the theatrical release of The Housemaid. I've already read both of these books, so I am in the safe zone. I plan on binging His and Hers this upcoming week, and I can catch The Housemaid while it's still in theaters. It's great to see Frida McFadden popcorn thriller getting that kind of big screen respect, although I have heard some feedback that Sydney Sweeney did not do the thing. She was lacking, which is not surprising to me at all. I'm curious to see if the movie Millie matches the Millie in my head, especially since I read the book first. So we will see. Like I said, I've heard really conflicting things about it. Regardless, the box office sales went really well. So how about you? Did you watch all of these 3? Any of these 3? None of the 3? Have you read the books first? Tell me all the things. Is anyone else like me, or am I just stubborn? Once I see the version of a character on the screen, the book version just, it doesn't ring true if I've already seen it with my eyes. I need to know, are you a book first purist like me, or can you watch the show or movie and then go back to enjoying the source material without it feeling ruined? Now let's look at my currently reading shelf. It's a mix of book club picks online for Shelf Addiction, as well as my real life book clubs. And unfortunately, I don't have any time for solo reads in the month of January. It's all for groups. So first up, the Shelf Addiction Book Club. We are officially in the Tether trilogy by Shanora Williams. We started with Vicious Bonds this month. I just finished The Scammer by Tiffany D. Jackson and recorded that podcast episode, and it's still making me mad. So you'll definitely want to check out the episode for that and join us at the end of the month to discuss it. I'm also making my way through the massive world of The Will of the Many. This is a long-term read-along we are doing on the Shelf Addiction Book Club. We are going to take 2 months for one book so we could take our time, pace ourselves, and also allow ourselves to read other things. So, it's a huge book, so we're going to pace ourselves. So it's still time for you to join us. If you've been wanting to read this is the perfect time. So I also just recently recorded the episode for Vicious Bonds. I gotta say, high level, I liked it. I definitely like it. I think this would be a fun book discussion. I think everyone is going to like this one. Is it perfect? No. Is any book perfect to me? No. But needless to say, I think it's criminally underrated. So definitely look at Vicious Bonds. The author's way of tackling fated mates is different, but also not unfamiliar. You know what I mean? So it's obviously following the trope, but it's got some uniqueness to it, which is great. In January, we are meeting on the 31st, Saturday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So come on over to the Book Club's app, join us. If you're unable to finish The Scammer or Vicious Bonds, don't worry about it. We still want to hang out, meet you, say hi. So feel free to drop in. And we're going to meet on the Friday before that. We're going to meet on January 30th to talk about the first half of The Will of the Many at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you are interested in that, again, join us. We'd love to have you. So for one of my real life book clubs, we are reading Don't Open Your Eyes by Liv Constantine. I'm actually about 50% through with that as of right now. And it's an interesting book. I think I did not expect it to kind of have woo-woo vibes. And I mean that respectfully, but the main character is having dreams that are partially coming true. And then we have a daughter who is she's like a freshman in high school, but she is insanely talking to this dude online that she thinks is a high schooler. And clearly he is not. Everyone, I am pretty sure all of us adults that are reading this book are like, girl, what are you doing? This is not a child. You are telling this guy too much of your business. It's very crazy. So we're looking at the dichotomy of the daughter acting stupid, the mother slash wife having these vision like dreams. We're going back into time to see the mother slash wife as she's younger in college. She's dealing with her husband that was kind of a stick in the mud, dealing with her past of her mother having dementia. There's a lot of things going on in this book, and I'm not really seeing where it's trying to go quite yet, which I like. I have some guesses, strong guesses. Now, if I'm right on any of those, I will be like kicking my feet because I have a feeling, but I'm not sure. We're going to see how things pan out. Another one of my real life book clubs is reading Mad Honey by Jodi Picoult. And, her stuff is always so serious, so serious. So I'm going to give it the good old college try, as they say. We'll see how I do. I mean, usually I enjoy her books. Usually they're entertaining. So it's just going to be what the subject matter is and if I can tolerate it right now. I'm kind of like in a mood reading phase right now. So I'll have to give it a try and start it to see how things shake out. So that's what we're doing. And then lastly, another book club I'm in is reading The Women by Kristen Hanna. And of course, it's a wartime book. And, Kristen Hanna is known for her historical fiction. And I've read several of her books in the past and enjoyed them. But dude, I'm just so busy and I don't know if I can fit the book, to be quite frank. And I'm not sure I actually want to read a wartime story right now. So it's another vibe issue for me. So we'll see. We're going to definitely finish Don't Open Your Eyes, hopefully finish Mad Honey, and maybe get some of The Women read. What's on your currently reading list? What are you tackling in January? Please leave comments. Let me know if you're enjoying it, not enjoying it. And are you like me, a crazy person with 6 books on your TBR for January? I mean, right now, as of this recording date, the month is halfway over, a little over halfway over. So I'm going to have to really pound out these books if I'm going to finish on time. So let me know where you stand with it. All right, so let's look ahead. We're going to look ahead into February. We're going to do a little preview of a couple of titles that have caught my attention, 3 of them specifically. So this is the download portion for February, and I have 3 releases you need to look into pre-ordering. First up is Mary Kubika's It's Not Her on February 3rd. It's a double murder at a luxury resort. Then mark February 17th for Crown of War and Shadow by J.R. Ward. It's the queen of paranormal romance jumping into high fantasy, and the buzz about this book is already insane. Finally, I'm excited for a new psychological thriller from Leodora Darlington called The Exes, also out February 3rd. It follows a woman whose perfect new relationship starts to unravel when her past traumas and her exes start coming back to haunt her. It's dark, it's twisty, and it looks like it's going to be a page turner. I'm especially looking forward to It's Not Her. Actually, this is our February thriller buddy read for the podcast and book club. So we've read several books by Mary Kubica in the past, and we've enjoyed them all. You'll have to come back and hear what we think about it on the podcast. And did it deliver? Did it hit my high expectations? And of course, you may not know. Let me tell you, I have read so many of the Black Dagger Brotherhood books. I have not been caught up in a while. I kind of got tired of it, but I read the Fallen Angel series. And of course, I think I read through like book 13 or 14 of the BDB series. So I've definitely had an enjoyable time with J.R. Ward overall. So I'm really curious to see what her high fantasy looks like. And like I said, the fans are already talking. I don't know if I'm actually going to read it in February, but it's definitely high on my priority list. And finally, like I mentioned, Leodora Darlington's book, The X's, she is a new to me author, but the book looks good. The cover art is on point. And so with these three recommendations, I have a mix of heavy hitters in addition to a new thriller voice, which is exactly why we do the monthly download. Help you find something new to you and hopefully something you'll enjoy. So let me ask you a question. Between the luxury resort murder, a brooding mercenary quest, or a dark past coming back to haunt you, which of these three is your day one read for February? Which of these three are you going to download first? This concludes our very first episode of the monthly shelf wrap. Tell me what you thought. Did you enjoy this type of episode? Should I keep doing it? I want to hear from you. Leave a comment on Spotify, on YouTube, wherever you're listening. I want to know, should I continue doing this? Should I expand on the episode? We're going to start small and go from there. And I'm definitely going to consider doing this every single month as long as people are loving it. So you've got to tell me, show me by liking and sharing, show me by commenting. Thanks for listening to the entire episode. I appreciate you for doing that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us in all the places. And come on over to Patreon and hang out with us. That would be really fun. And of course, if Patreon isn't your speed, don't worry. You can still join us on book clubs for free. It's absolutely free for you to join and be a part of the fun. You know, book club is fun. Every month we have a good time online. Signing off for now. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Did you enjoy today's episode? If so, please head over to Apple Podcast or Spotify and leave a positive 5-star review. It's a simple action that makes a big difference. You can also like this episode on your favorite podcast player or share it with your fellow bookworm friends on social media. Joining the Shelf Addiction Patreon family is another way to support us. For as little as $2 a month, you can help our team create even more amazing bookish content. If Patreon isn't your thing, consider becoming a supporter on the Spreaker app for just $5 a month and gain access to exclusive audio-only content. You can find me everywhere, including Instagram, X, and TikTok under the handle Shelf Addiction. Join our book club of the same name on the book club's website and app, where we discuss all things bookish and more in a safe space. The Shelf Addiction podcast is a part of the Nerdy Maven Network. Thanks for tuning in.